Yeah, well, we can kind of move on to prospect of the week. I can kick things off first if Def maybe give you a little bit of a breather and Hammett to get ready again. But my uncommitted prospect of the week is left-handed pitcher Braden McKendrick. He is a 2026 from Brother Rice, and I've only seen him in game once. So if you guys have anything from the time of the kickoff classic last year to now that you have seen him, feel free to jump in here. But what I saw at that in that game, he was a mid 80s guy, was up to 87. Not at that game, I guess. He's been up to 87 since then, but he was a mid 80s guy when I saw him. And he can spin a breaking ball well and throws it for strikes. Kind of a bulldog type mentality on the mound for me. He just seems like a guy that you can trust to get the ball and go win you a game. So I really liked what I saw from him. So if you guys have anything more on Braden, feel free to jump in here. But Braden McKendrick, uncommitted 26 from Brother Rice.
I'll hop right in here, Gav. My uncommitted prospect of the week is outfielder Patrick Connors from Hinsdale Central. Listen, we've long liked Connors. He has long been an athletic kid for us as well. At the state games, like for example, he ran a 6.64 60. In the past, we've had him up to 86 from the outfield, 95 max EV as well. So he's not just a defensive guy with some speed. Like he can hit too. Saw him a couple times this summer and really liked it. He was one of those guys who maybe just missed out on coming to the future games for us, but we're a big fan of Patrick. He's probably going to be plugged in right at the top of what could be an exciting Hinsdale Central lineup this spring. So there's Patrick Connors.
I can hop in here with Jason Phillips from Plano. He's 2026, uncommitted as far as I know. He's a two-way, like a real two-way that we've seen well on both sides of the ball. He's got big juice from the right side of the plate. Kind of a corner infield profile, third base, first base profile, but he moves well, and he looks the part at both spots. But he's up to 99 miles an hour. We've seen him on the barrel in game and in showcase. And it's actually pretty loose and whippy too. Some pretty big bat speed. He can average in the mid 70s and get over 80 miles an hour with it. And on the mound, he's actually a smooth mover as well. Kind of got that lower, like, three-quarter arm slot with some natural sink on the fastball, but he's up to 86, and it'll play in the mid-80s. And you could actually get quality spin on the slider over 2,300 as well. So not sure what I like him. Not sure what I like.
All right, well, my prospect of the week, I'm going to stick with those 2026s. I found an arm that I've been a fan of now for a while, Martin Canane, Lockport High School. He was a guy that showed really well last winter with an easy fastball that played in the upper 80s, and then he threw a really good breaking ball off of it in a bullpen. So he was a guy that we were kind of, tracking down. I went to try to watch him throw in the summer at one point for just in case he needed to be a future games guy. But he's 6'4", 170 pounds, and it's a long levered, high waist with so much more to come. He ends up coming to the Illinois State games, throws really well, showed a ton of intrigue in my opinion, up to 87. He currently needs to continue to polish up his repertoire as far as repeating and being consistent and landing the breaking ball for a strike. But that was last year. I haven't seen him since the winter to see what kind of trends he's been making. But he is one that I've been super high on the ceiling and what it could be down the road. So we'll see kind of what opportunity he gets this year with Lockport. I know they have some other really good arms with Trey Schaaf and Jack Sheik and those guys. But Martin Canane, I'm throwing him out there as he could be a breakout candidate for me, whether it's this year, 2 years down the road, 3 years down the road. He's going to pop at some point, and that frame should only continue to get more impressive. And the way it works, like it's clean, it's easy, it's not, a head whack and overly aggressive